All right. Hello again, Avengers, and welcome to another exciting daily vlog. This is Daily Vlog 2025, number 225. And today, I am really messed up. Had my therapy, I have therapy every week. Remote because I can't leave my house. Um, and I was talking to my therapist about the fact that I'm currently dissociating really bad, and I don't know why. Um, and it's just been like ever since the conversation hours ago, I've been kind of fixating on this because for anyone that doesn't know, dissociation is effectively where there is a break from reality in some way, shape, or form, and it manifests in a lot of different ways. Um, Most people that hear the word dissociation will uh, connect it to DID, which is dissociative identity disorder, which used to be called multiple personality disorder, um, and may or may not be a real thing. There's a lot of literature on it, but the vast majority of the literature on it is written by this very small group of psychologists, and the vast majority of diagnoses for DID all comes from this very small group of doctors, and a lot of the experiments that they've done that's been able to kind of prove its existence aren't repeatable. And then there's other kind of examples, like the Sybil used to be this really famous example of what used to be called multiple personality disorder. And it came out decades later that she didn't have all these different personalities. They were actually created by her therapist, by the therapist actively encouraging her to give her different kind of emotions and feelings names and personalities. So it wasn't that she just had these personalities. No, she was actually kind of coached and brainwashed into that idea by a kind of unscrupulous therapist. So if DID really is a thing, it's a remarkably rare thing, and the vast majority of people on TikTok talking about all the different alters are dipshits. In my opinion, legalese. However, what's significantly more common is there's two relatively common versions of it, which are depersonalization and derealization. Depersonalization is where you don't feel like you're real, and derealization is where you don't feel like the world around you is real. And the reason those feelings happen is the break, the dissociation, is between you and something you normally experience. So with like depersonalization, the reason that you don't feel like you're real is all of your senses feel kind of like detached and far away. Like if you touch something, you can feel that you're touching it, but for whatever reason, your brain is interpreting it to where while you are feeling it, it feels detached from you somehow, like someone else is actually feeling it, and you're just kind of getting like a contact feel from it. With derealization, just your senses and things like that of the world around you seem wrong. Again, there's this disconnect between what you're seeing and what you're feeling. And it's extremely unnerving and can be severely debilitating. So right now, what I'm going through is my physical sensations don't feel real. I woke up sometime earlier in the week. I have a permanent dissociative state where I can't feel time passing, and I have a really, really hard time gauging just time in general. Um, and then I have brain damage from medication. So I could not tell you what day of the week this was, but it was within the past week-ish. Went to bed, woke up like an hour later in an immense amount of pain, extremely nauseated, full-blown flop sweat, burning up, like just felt absolutely horrible. But something about it was wrong. Like I could feel like my stomach hurt really, really bad, and I felt like I was going to throw up, but neither of those two feelings felt like they were mine. Like I felt sick to my stomach, but I couldn't feel my stomach. It doesn't make sense. Like none of this makes any sense because it's not how your brain is supposed to work. And so I've tried. Thank you, phone. I have tried finding ways to explain it, and it just every single time I try to describe it, it doesn't make sense because it just doesn't. But every feeling that I have, like touch and everything like that, actual physical sensation is perfectly fine, but all of my emotions feel like they're not mine. And again, I've had really bad dissociative episodes before, but I can always explain why. Like I've had really bad dissociative episodes when bad things are happening in my life, or normally it's just something bad happens. I have a really, really bad panic attack, something like that. This, I don't know why it's happening, other than, again, I got massively sick. Like, despite the fact that all the feelings felt wrong, it didn't stop things from coming out of me on a regular basis. It just felt real weird. So yeah, when I was making all of my, like, what is a role-playing system, I was in a full-blown dissociative state. So, and that's the other thing that's kind of weird. Normally, if I get into a full-on dissociative state, I'm next to useless. I can't leave my bed because it's extremely unnerving and terrifying, to be perfectly honest. And I don't know if it's the fact that my anxiety doesn't feel like I can feel my anxiety going crazy, but again, it's not my anxiety. Again, it doesn't make sense. And so I'm currently able to kind of function, but it's just really, really unpleasant. And if I'm dissociating, it means something is seriously wrong. And again, normally I can tell you what's seriously wrong. But right now I don't know. And that's kind of dangerous. I don't know why my body is freaking out, but it is, and it's really, really messing me up. So, yeah, dissociation really, really sucks, and I want it to stop, and I don't know how to do that. So, that's all for me today. I will see you guys, and then the next time. All right, bye-bye.